As-Salaamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Here we go. Good little stretch there. Dr. Ryan Livingston coming at you. And what I'm doing right now is one of the warm-ups that I like to do. Those are like a little hip mobility, overall general mobilization and stretching before I train and work out. And most importantly, as a Muslim, we need to be doing these daily so that our prayer, Salah, whether it's fard or sunnah, we need to be, and we were designed and created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah Rabbul Izzah, to move and function and operate well in this dunya. The mobility work that we're going to be doing is a generalized mobility work. And the reason it's generalized is because as a practitioner, clinician, I like to get very specific with how I fix or unravel or diagnose, I don't like that word, find these injuries that I can help people transform their lives with movement and activity and adjustments and the chiropractic thing. Here's another great exercise besides just bouncing on the mini rebounder or the mini trampoline that you can do. This is going to be very good for the hips, for opening up the hips, getting a lot of joint mobility back in this lumbar pelvic hip complex to really open up these joints. And the exercise I'm going to show you in just a second is designed to do that. I'm going to do it here, and the reason we're doing it on the mini rebounder is because you have the mini rebounder, or at least you should be buying one, and it's one more way to utilize the tool and get a lot of effectiveness out of it. Now, there's a huge benefit to the bounce, believe it or not. It's just like when I adjust as a chiropractor and I have drop tables, there's a sporadic moment, free moment of inertia where gravity is gone and that joint is free floating in air. And believe it or not, it has a lot of benefit to that joint and the cells in that joint. That's why I really like rebounding or mini trampolining. And it's such an inexpensive device. Again, back to the heels out, toes in thing. I'm just going to bounce a little bit here. Working on my ankle flexibility specifically my left one. And I'm going to bounce here while I talk. You can even do this while you're watching TV, watching a movie. I wouldn't say do it while you're reading Quran. Probably not a good idea. But you can do it while you're doing a lot of things. But it's helping restore some mobility in my ankles right now. And realistically, my knees too, because I can sit back the whole way. But there's a lot of different things you can do with a rebounder. The next thing I'm going to show you is going to be a couple other hip opener exercises, full mobility exercises that you could do before you go to pray. How it works most effectively is you do it at the beginning of the day, and maybe if you have a desk job, you do it again sometime throughout the day, especially after you've been sitting a while, before you go to pray.